Hi, welcome to Strength Reversed. It's Amy. Thank you so much for joining me today. I have another installment in my Tarot Spiral series, and this is where I spiral deeper into the cards for my own learning and understanding. And I'm going to put it out here on TarotTube because I really enjoy the comments people leave on videos like this because I learn so much. I get different perspectives and things that I never thought of and never knew. So I'm hoping you guys will leave comments about this and tell me whether you agree or disagree with the cards that I chose for the topic of help. So this is all about getting help, asking for help, giving help. And I don't know how I came upon this topic, but sometimes one pops into my head and I pull out all of the cards in the deck about that topic. I know I made a video about boundaries, and I think there was one other topic that I did, and I'll, throw those in a link, here or there, or however we do it on the tarot tubes. Okay. I think a case can be made for any card in the deck being a card about help, because that's usually why we approach the deck. We want guidance. We want validation and affirmation and confirmation. And, but I went a little bit more literal. Now, I started with a huge pile and I weaned it down to maybe 8-ish cards. Most of them are Rider-Waite, the holographic Rider-Waite, just to zhuzh it up. But there are some Robin Wood cards because they give a little bit different take on the card, and it was my first deck, so it's the gold standard, and it is the version of the card that I have in my head when I think about the card. And so it's forever painted the way I see certain cards. Okay, the first help card is the Hierophant. Now, it took me a long time to make friends with this card because I am a recovering Catholic schoolgirl, and I used to look at this card and see, it was like that bored in church feeling, like, why am I here? But when I get this card in a reading, a lot of times it means professional help. And sometimes when I read for other people, which is not on the regular, but when I do, a lot of times this card will come up and I just feel like maybe they need to go get help beyond the tarot deck. And, tarot can kind of uncover things, but to really solve problems and make changes, a lot of times a professional is called for and they can help with that. The next help card is the Six of Cups. Any 6 really can be considered a help card, but I didn't include all of them. I just included a couple. The Six of Cups to me is help from a friend. This is help from someone you love, someone who cares about you, and they're going to tell you the truth, okay? This is like if you ask your mom, is this outfit flattering? She's not going to bullshit you, okay? It might not be what you want to hear, but she's going to tell you the truth, and she's going to tell you out of love. And that's the kind of help that this is. Help from someone who is, who loves you and is going to be honest. Thanks, Mom. The next kind of help is the Three of Pentacles. And this is more collaboration and cooperation and maybe constructive criticism. This might be advice from someone who has more experience than you, or maybe you're trying to start a YouTube channel and you ask someone who already has a YouTube channel their best advice. This is not really, love and friendship kind of help. I see this more as work and, living your life kind of help. The next help card is the Ten of Wands. And, these cards, of course, have many flavors of meaning. But if we're talking about help, I think this is a card of delegation. Not all of these wands belong to this person, and so they need to set them down. This kind of reminds me of a mom who is overworked and feeling frazzled, and it's like, well, you know, your kids are old enough that they can be doing their own laundry or making their own lunch or, you know, cleaning their own bathroom. So you need to maybe expect other people to pull their weight. If they can do it, they should do it. So delegate. Then we have the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles to me is almost like a stepped down devil card. And here we have people who look like they need help, but you have to ask for help. And sometimes if you're too proud to ask, you can't assume that people are going to know what you need. That's not fair. So sometimes I see this card and go, you know, help's right there. Maybe you should quit your bitching. Or if you're not going to ask for the help that is available, then stop complaining. Like, do you really want help or do you just want to complain? Now, this card, and yes, I know the meaning of this card is not limited to that, but under the scope of help, that's what I see. Now, in the Robin Wood deck, it's a little bit different in that these two people aren't even looking at each other, and they could help each other if they really wanted to, but they're not seeing each other, not seeing what's right there. The next one is the Six of Pentacles. And this card is about both getting help and giving help. Again, you have to ask for help, but it's also your responsibility to help yourself. And this is one of those put your own oxygen mask on first kind of things, because when you give help, you have to be fair to yourself, and you have to really be careful about where you're putting your energy. And sometimes you have to say, no, I can't help you because it's not going to be good for me. You can't pour from an empty cup, kind of a thing. But if you can help and you're in a position to help, you should help. I guess the Six of Wands is the only six that I didn't include, but this is the Six of Swords. And this card to me, because I started reading with the Robin Wood deck, and you can see the figure here is invisible. So you have this invisible figure moving this boat across the water. And to me, this has always been a guardian angel or a spirit guide card. There's someone helping to relieve your burdens. There's kind of a bigger force at play that's guiding us, and we can ask that force for help, for either communicating with our guides, praying. You know, we're not alone. And so sometimes there's someone else who can carry us to a better place. The next help card is the Four of Cups, and this card is kind of hard to explain. Are you accepting help? Because help is being offered. And this is the only other place really where we see this kind of, you know, disembodied hand is in the Aces, where there's this gift being offered, but this person doesn't take it or doesn't see it. And so this is kind of spiritual. The universe is offering you an out or an option. And it can be either needing to help yourself by limiting all of the new options that come in and focusing on what you have, or really meditating. This is a meditation card, and going inside and deciding, do I need to accept this help, or is there something that I could do that I'm not seeing? Now, in the Robin Wood deck, you see the cup is a little less vivid than the other cups, and so it could be appearing or it could be disappearing. And so in the Robin Wood guidebook, it talks about, you know, use it or lose it. You don't have forever. It's not going to be there forever. So these are my help cards, and let me know in the comments if you agree. Are these what you would pick to represent help, or if there are cards that I missed, let me know. And I will link those other videos, check those out too. All right, thanks. I will see you next time. Bye.